Hey, so yeah, we don't have audio.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm outputting all of that right now. Okay, wait. Let's just reset. It's a
Oh, now
minute.
oh,
Oh,
now we're back. Now we're
We're
back.
yeah,
back?
we're good, we're good.
Okay. It's
Yay!
all fine.
Okay, so yeah, if you want to like restart the run, yeah, you can do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. No.
Sorry about.
Okay. I see it. I'm. Let's see.
One moment.
So streaming has started.
It's back. Oh,
Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good to go.
Okay, we have all. We have everything.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. You can see my screen moving.
Yes, I can.
Okay, awesome. All
Alright, good
right.
luck.
Take two. Let's go. All right. So welcome to more Zelda ROM hacks. So this is another Zelda Ocarina of Time. As I said, it's called Zelda 64 Dawn and Dusk. It was created with the intention of proving that Ocarina of Time could be expanded to uh, a more interesting game or more features uh, for the Nintendo 64 disk drive, which was an intended Nintendo 64 expansion that didn't sell so well, but there was interest in the ROM hacking community to make a proof of concept that this game, that Ocarina of Time could be uh, uh, improved and have more features uh, on the N64 disk drive. It's a pretty short ROM hack, again about 2-3 hours like Zelda the Missing Link if you were there earlier. The story is essentially there's the dawn side of the east, the dusk side of the west, and the dusk side eventually gets taken over by a really mean beast, and it take control of these people and make them attack the east side, and then there's a big war ensuing, but at some point there's a priestess that says, Dragon, no you, go back to the dusk side, and that separated the country in the game in two parts. So in this game, Link's role will be to just save the dusk side from the beast's control, and let me know if you can figure out the reference for the file name. If right now I don't have the chat in front of me because I might be like looking up at my Rel PB because of this situation. Uh, but yeah, if someone guesses it in chat correctly, please let me know. I would. So reminder, file name is Micaiah. So we start in an inn. That's fairly common in Zelda 64 ROM hacks. Little back walking here. We leave the inn right away. We will come back later. Welcome to Dongrove. So in Dongrove, we're gonna spend a fair amount of time here. We'll get our basic items and do some rupee management. Nope, that's not part of it. Wait, dude. Okay. So we throw out Cuckoo here, then we run away from it, and Cuckoos have this dice feature that they will start running exactly away from Link, so we do our movement here so that the Cuckoo hopefully climbs up some stairs closer to where we need the Cuckoo later. Man on Roof gives us a heart piece. The Cuckoo now had the like medium option, so if the Cuckoo falls into water, you have to completely go and get it back. Hopefully it goes up the stairs, doesn't always work, depending on how fast you go. But in this case we got like the medium option where it's not in the water, but it's kind of far. So we just pick it back up and continue. Alright, we got that first try. Last marathon run, I had failed that jump here, or, well, the Cuckoo ran away when I got on the roof. So I had to go get it back. Here we get a second heart piece. Wait, that's not mine. Okay, there we go. Come on. Then we're going to go inside these two houses for extra items. So, in this game, in Zelda The Missing Link, we had 6 heart containers to get. In this one, we will finish with 7. So that, we first get the slingshot. Super useful item. Technically skippable, I think. If I remember correctly, I think any percent optimal route skips it. Or skips it for most usage. Then we're going to go inside that house. Say hi to our friend Dampe. Hi, Dampe. So a little shout out to Dampe here from the devs part. Another interesting thing about development is that the game was, when it comes to all like the custom maps, music, level design, was mostly by CDI fails. Without, it was really important to have like no consideration for the fact it was going to get ported to the Nintendo 64 disk drive. And then Luigi Blood's job was just to go and do the porting afterwards, with whatever CDI fails had figured out. Alright, so we get our first bottle. We will go get another one later. So naturally, this is a permanent item, so we will need all the bottles for the 100% completion, at least all official bottles. Note that with glitches, you can theoretically get 12 bottles in this ROM hack. So this is actually, we actually have categories on our speedrun leaderboard on speedrun.com where you can submit either 12, 11, or 10 bottle speedrun. If you ever just do 11, that is insane. Well, both tricks are really, really hard to get 11, and even harder getting 12 bottles. It's almost task only, in my opinion, for getting 12 bottles in this game, but it's possible. No, bad equip. Alright, so this game really likes torch puzzles, so get ready for many Deku stick usage. Deku sticks, sorry for the plural. Alright, that spawns a chest all the way back in Dongrove. We will get to it pretty soon. Then guess what? We are going to use another Deku stick. It's a bit too far to the left, but whatever. Alright. Come on. Okay. We made it in. And so here is the sole reason why this run has Rupee management. That's the only thing we need to buy in this run. And that's it. A little setup here so I get a good backwalk angle, otherwise it's really annoying. Just smash a couple of side hops. I know I should tie them, and if you go too fast, you grab that grass here. And I have to remember I messed it up during practice. This is 3 side hops. 1, 2, 3. Backflip there, and boom! That's the chest we spawned earlier. And let's see what's inside. So yeah, I really like Dongrove. It's like a really nice 3D labyrinth. I'm gonna be careful here, because falling off here sucks. Whatever, I'll just go back. This area is not too big, so it's fine. Alright. You get to see rogue, so that's a good thing, I guess. Hello, Deku Babas. Again. Okay. Try 2. Second attempt. Okay, there you go. And we're back. Easy. Okay. This torch is the first boss of this game, and we beat the first boss. It can be really annoying because of the grass surrounding it, but we got it pretty quickly right now. That will give us another item required for 100%. Also very useful to protect our shield, because there are ways that our shield, our wooden shield, can burn. I don't know if you noticed, but the shield actually has a different design than the one in Ocarina of Time, than the usual Deku shield. Same thing for the bracelet, so they both have this really nice sun representing the dawn side. And so that's just little tweaks here. Also, the Link's tunic color is slightly paler in this version, in this ROM hack. So here we do, we initiate a glitch called Flame Storage that will allow us to keep doing some actions while still having the Deku Stick flame technically with Link. And so we'll be able to climb vines, attack enemies, except pulling out the sword. Pulling out the sword is not acceptable here. We also just picked up Deku Nuts, so we can satisfy the 100% requirement. Then we got the trick, that's good. So as long as the flame, as long as the torch, I believe, is still loaded, this trick will continue working. From memory, like, I don't honestly fully understand it. I can use it in runs. I'm a speedrunner. That's really what I care about. And now we made it to the Dusk side, finally. It's pretty big map here. All custom, so we also have custom mini-maps. They're apparently really hard to make. So thanks to the dev for that. Alright. Dude, I don't know how much I hate that part. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So we need a couple blue fire bottles. They'll be really important until the very, or almost the very end of the run. Don't worry out, thank you. There's that moblin here, but we don't care about him. We can just skip him attacking us by doing this. So our goal here will be to clear a couple checks. We'll get a heart piece. We also need to open some gates, break some walls, melt some red ice. That's why we pick up the. That's it. That is the swag side hop. This is one of my favorite little movement strats in the game. Okay. Okay. So the developer for this game didn't really like needing to use bombs everywhere, so they don't like when users can get bombed anywhere, because that could make the game a bit too broken. Alright. So as you can see here, I just equipped the metal shield. Because if we lose the shield here, we actually invalidate the run, because the wooden shield is not in our inventory anymore. It's super important to eventually re-equip it. So I kind of did it late here, but it's much better late than never in this case. Okay. Here we're gonna get one of the, I think, second custom item, because Metal Shield as Child is our first custom item, but is the Dusk Side Tunic. That's gonna be a fireproof tunic we're gonna use later in the run. So we're gonna equip it. So next equip I should be equipping this tunic. I don't like my angle here. This is a marathon, so I'm gonna be very careful. Okay, let's go. Okay. Then we're gonna go pick up a heart piece. However, that heart piece is not spawned yet, so we need some help from this switch inside the red ice. There is actually, so also at the end of the Great Dusk Chasm, there is a dungeon, and right now we're kind of doing some skips or some little skips to get to the dungeon, but there is a much more broken way to get to the first dungeon where you unload the area we're in and just do a little setup, and that takes you over the platforms on our left. Okay, good height for that jump, I'm happy. And yeah, so that's a pretty neat trick that's used in the updated route for this category, and also in any percent. I don't remember if... Did I make it? Okay, cool. Here we're gonna do something. I have one blue fire here, so I'm gonna equip swap it. Come on, I haven't... There you go. So I'm equip swapping that blue fire because I need it to blow up the bomb inside. That's not how you're supposed to do it, but we figured that blue fire would reach here. I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure that's not... Oh, it did work. Okay, cool. So usually you have to throw a bomb flower from high above, but that's long, so instead we just go there directly. So that's a little reroute I did on the fly. Another reroute is just putting more blue fire on this to blow up the bomb again, so we don't have to wait for the explosion. I did not time it really, I just figured that out this morning, so I'm trying it out now. So here that's important. So notice how I use Deku Nuts to do that equip swap. That means later on I have to go and pick up more blue fire. Alright, some equips. We equipped the Dusk Side Tunic for later on in the run. We will need it. So this tunic essentially acts as a child Kokiri tunic. Child Goron tunic in the original game. I'm gonna be super safe here and just get rid of those. So here, you don't need to do flame storage here, but it makes it much safer. First try, let's go. So that is called Silver Rupee Skip, because the intended way to get that torch here that unlocks the end of this room in Red Ice Cavern, that custom dungeon, it's got this really nice reds in it and really nice ice cavern feel to it. Yeah, it has that silver rupee puzzle that we need to complete to spawn a platform next to the torch I just lit. But in this case, we don't need it, so we can just jump slash with the Deku stick to, well, jump slash to the torch, sorry. To the torch with the lit Deku stick, and it skips the puzzle, so all categories right now do that. Okay. So here there's the B-mouse trying to attack us, but if you just hang like I did from the side, the BMOs can't really reach you. So that's essentially like makes this little puzzle here free. And also the spikes at the start of the room we're in, they won't be able to affect us. Usually you need to, I think, shield under the first one, then backflip over the second one or something. I haven't done it like the casual way in forever, so I don't actually remember. But yeah, there's this room is reasonable. The BMOS part is annoying, but if you do it casually, you'll end up getting it. Or you could just use the trick I did, which is just hanging from a ledge. So all our categories allow it. Alright, now we're gonna do a jump slash with the Deku stick to store a high damage value to use it with the power crouch stab we're gonna do in the next room. We're also gonna do a glitch called, that was the trick where my sword was glowing, that's called the infinite sword glitch, so that makes it so the game makes Link's sword slash infinitely when a crouch stab is interrupted. Here we have to be careful not to talk to Decoy, because his text is really long. For the lore, absolutely read it. It's really interesting to learn more about the context of this game and the story. Here, that's another item, the Deku Stick upgrade that we need for the definition, 100%. It's very helpful, so I'd get it anyway. It doesn't require it, probably. We have that Wolfos here, so that's pretty much Ice Cavern-like. Alright, that spawned one chest. Oh, what? A second chest? Oh, so that's something really cool about this room. It spawns one chest, two chests back to back. Let's see what's in the first one. Oh, the hammer. So we have a hammer in this game. So, in the original Ocarina of Time, you can use the hammer as child with glitches. However, in this version of the game, what's really cool, in that ROM hack, you can use hammer natively, and if I show you, it shows up too. So, oh, sorry. Oh gosh. So yeah, the hammer is actually, you actually have the textures for it loaded up. So it's not just effective, it's actually visually there, you can see it. Actually visible, there's a word for that, sorry. Okay, continuing. So that'll be that for Red Ice Cavern. I could get Blue Fire here for later in the run because I still need more for the very end of the run. Leaving this room is awful. Okay. And that's that for here. Here. Okay, that's normal. If you saw that big red, black mark at the bottom left of the screen, that's normal. That's what happens when a bottle is over a slot it's not supposed to. That's completely normal. That will get fixed. Oops. That will get fixed once we get back the Deku Nuts, because we need to get them for the 100% definition to be valid. Can't just have collected them, they need to be in the inventory by the end of the run. Okay, so that's, we're here for one extra little thing in the inn. Alright, here we wait. And it doesn't matter if we take damage here, because we get a heart piece. We leave the inn, and we will never see it again. Or at least we will never enter it again for the rest of the run. This is the last time you see it, unless you go and try yourself the game. Another heart piece. You can use a bomb to blow this boulder up, but in that route it's just faster to do it then, because you have hammer. So you don't have to wait on the timer, you don't have to time the bomb throw and whatnot, and aim, you just spam the hammer and it works. Another heart piece. So in the updated route, I would do that heart piece near the beginning of the run by using a glitch that allows me to essentially just clip inside some boulders and textures. Pretty funny looking glitch, if I were to do it. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's just for the sake of having a valid 100% run. No time save here. This is a time loss. If you didn't need to do equip swaps, then that's a time loss. But I'm in a marathon. I will try to be careful about things. Okay, thank you, Bonk. Actually, this map here is pretty cool. You can actually save warp, and you're gonna land back in this room. So for practice, it's kind of useful. Why? Because if I remember correctly, I think this this room is based on either Shadow or Fire Temple. Here, I need 1 blue fire. It's a race. Well, it's a race. It's a marathon, so I'm gonna grab a second one for safety. We're gonna need that to skip most of the puzzles in the final dungeon. Okay. That's a bad equip here. I just want to make sure I don't mess this up. Okay, that's good. Alright. And we will enter the final dungeon. The Dusk Palace Garden. So we have guards that will try and throw us out of here right at the end of the game. Casually, I found that part really hard. But with glitches, we can make it much easier. So that's why, in particular, I run 100% with glitches for this game when I do run it instead of glitchless. The movement is really interesting too in glitchless. But the end is just much harder because of this specific ending. Okay, this should be the last heart piece. There you go. Alright. Okay, oh that's good. That's a good cycle. Alright, so here we're gonna do some magic. So I'll just focus for a while. So, wait, I remember. Okay, got it. I will explain what's going on after. Just admire this. There you go. So that was a quick put away. That essentially putting away a Deku stick while while opening a bottle or interrupting the put away. Oh wow, that was bad. Essentially gives your Deku stick jump slash attack or your... Dude, I missed. Well, that one is easy to do actually. That's fine. So it gives different damage values or a really weird damage value to your Deku stick or crouch tab. And one of them is, I think, fire arrows or Din's fire. And so we can light torches this way. Makes this dungeon a lot easier. So I think the trick is frame perfect, but it's on a GameCube controller. It's pressing A, then X or Y right after, one after the other. And so it ends up being pretty easy. If you can do a bomb chew over in one of the Zelda 64 games like Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask, it ends up pretty easy. So I did take a blue fire backup, but you usually don't need it. Like for a run that short, you just get one blue fire, and if you fail it, then the run's over. You just try again. It's not too long. And I present you Umbracia, the final boss of this game. Really beautiful recoloration, I guess, of Volvagia. On top of that, the whole room for the Umbracia fight is different than the one in the original Ocarina of Time. And so that makes it more challenging, makes it a much more interesting fight. And you do it as Child Link, that's another level of difficulty added. Oh wait, actually, I have to do this. Oh. So if you can get, I think, 4 Deku Seeds attack on Umbracia, you can skip a cycle. Ah, dude. I should have just climbed. Okay, bad fight. Oh, well. Okay, made it up. Okay, so boulders are starting to fall. You just stay here or run around, either or. Okay. Okay, good. I thought I was gonna fail that one. We got it, alright. So yeah, purple is one of my favorite colors, so I really like Zelda 64 Dyna does for that, like the color palette for that fight is just amazing. Well, okay, at this point it's useless to slingshot. Oh, okay. And, alright, we're almost done. Other things about the game I could say, what else could I say? Yeah, so we also have a speedrun server on Discord for this game. Also highly in modding to ask questions about the game casually. You can also do that on the speedrun Discord. So yeah, this came out, I didn't talk about the date, so the game came out in September 2019. I remember actually because I was on my way to, I was waiting very early in the morning at a bus stop with my phone data on, and what was it? I was looking at stuff on YouTube, and I saw that YouTube video talking about a new ROM hack release, and so to make sure like I'd have the patches, I remember I downloaded them on my phone. Even though for me that was useless because I tried to play hacks on PC or on console, and so yeah. So I remember the moment that game came out, I fell in love with it even before playing it, and then when I played it, I actually loved it even more. And the speedrunning it just makes us discover more stuff, so even better. So I will conclude. Thank you for having me. As written on screen, you can go look at Halian Modding. And also, I'd like to thank Pod and everybody for the opportunity. And if you can donate a little bit for the marathon this weekend, that would help for a very good cause, in my opinion. So thank you for having me over. And I think I will stop there. I'll just wait for the okay, but yeah, I think this run is over.
Alright, well. GG's to TrulyNaN. I think we're gonna switch over in a minute.
Alright.
Maybe. In theory.
Okay, so I can stop stream?
Believe so.
Okay.